if you are new, and Loretta says she's good at drinking water and peeing. So habit A for Loretta is drinking water and habit B is peeing. Well, you know what? If you drink enough water and you run to the bathroom enough times, you're going to get in some extra steps from going to the bathroom. And yes, thank you, Carol, very much for posting the link to the closed group. But you're going to get in some extra steps. Yeah. Oh, Carol Lou posted the she posted the link for the air fryer That Man's Chicken Thighs. Yeah, that one was a good one. We had that one to eat. We had that one for dinner one night this week. But new people, at the halfway point, we switch again to something fun, something informative, and it's time to drink our water. So if you are new with us or if you're not new with us, go ahead and drink some water. Let's take a quick break. Like I said, it got suddenly warm here this afternoon. So a little bit toasty, just a little bit. Okay, which is good. I like cool weather, like fall is probably my favorite season. I don't like super cold weather. So when it was chilly earlier in the week, and there you go, Carol, good job. Okay, so thank you again. So earlier in the week when it was, or like just in the last couple of days when it was so chilly, yeah, I'm not interested. So I would rather pull my hair up and have to drink more water and it be warm. Yeah. That's funny. Carol accidentally texted. She was trying to text her son, but she accidentally sent all of us the That Man's Chicken recipe. But that is okay because it is so good. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs that. Okay. So the second half of tonight's chat. So this is chat number 221, I believe. Can you believe there's like 220 something of these things? Yeah, 221. Habit piggybacking. So this has nothing to do with habit piggybacking in the second half, and yet it kind of does. So the second half of tonight's chat on April the 25th, 2021, also my brother's birthday. So happy birthday, Bob. Oh my goodness, and Linda says it's so warm. She got over 5 inches off of her hair. What? That would be like right here. So yeah, probably not going to happen. But I don't know about you. I've heard so many people in the last couple of weeks talk about they are still in a funk. I don't know what else to call it. A fog, a funk, something from this silly, stupid pandemic. And I am too. I'm still just in, I don't know, I'm just in a weird funk. And I know Mindy is, she talked about it today. And Mindy, I hope you don't mind that I called you out on that. But she is, a lot of us lost people this last year, like people that we shouldn't have lost, if that makes any sense, just due to this stupid pandemic. I don't know. And I just did a lot of pity partying, but I did a lot of getting lazy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was part of the pity party. But I don't know. The pandemic has so disrupted our lives, what had become normal for us. So what had become normal for me for the last decade, the pandemic has so disrupted it that I am fighting tooth and nail to get back to basics, to just absolutely get back to the basics. So on everything, you know, I mean, I don't know. I've just gotten so lazy with my eating. I've gotten in just such a, I don't know, just so lazy, but I don't think I'm lazy. I think I'm still just recovering, just recovering from all of this. But getting back to the basics is it's something I'm going to have to do. So y'all are going to have to get back to the basics with me. And then I'm talking on everything, on every level, literally on everything. So this week, what I decided to do is, let's see. Oh, and Barbara got her second vaccine. Yay. Awesome. And John and I get our next one here in a couple of weeks. But one of the things that I'm doing, yeah, and Loretta says, I don't even know what is normalcy. I know, it's so weird. I don't even know what normal is anymore either, Loretta. So one of the things that I wanted to kind of check back on and to get, to kind of get back to the basics. So just a basic thing, even though WW does not base our point value solely on calories. So you should know by now that there is some wild mathematics that is involved in calculating point value. So I've been doing WW long enough. I've been doing it more than 25 years. So I have been doing WW long enough that in the beginning, it was all about calories. Then it was about what kind of food you ate. Then it was about certain foods, like you had to eat tuna. I think eggs were limited, if I'm not mistaken. Those were bad. Those were bad. Those were dark times because we had to eat tuna, like liver. I want to say cottage cheese. I don't know. It just seemed like it was a whole list of things that I don't eat anyway. So they were dark, dark times, and I didn't stay on it very long the very first time. But over the years, so over the 25 years, we have counted calories, we've not counted calories, we've counted fat, we've counted fiber, we've counted things that were good for you, things that were bad for you. I mean, we've just done the whole gamut in the, 25 years that I've been doing this. So even though WW does not base our current system, so we are currently on WW My Way Plus, they do not base our current system solely on calories. Again, it is a complicated mathematical system of fat and protein, and calories are taken into account, and how likely you are to abuse the food. And there's just a lot of things that go into the current calculations. But I wanted to know, because it's been 20 years probably since I've thought about this, I wanted to know, okay, so if I'm thinking about calories, if I'm just thinking about it from a caloric intake standpoint, I know that there's also math on how many calories come in and how many calories you have to expend for a pound. So I'm not saying we're going to count calories. Absolutely not. I'm just trying to get some basic visuals back on my plate and back on yours too, just to think about this. So I just want to know, I need to know, I know it's critically important for me to be aware, somewhat aware of how many calories I'm consuming. So like take for instance a banana. When the first time I did WW, one banana was 2 servings. So there were 2 servings in a banana. And I don't remember originally how we were counting them, if it was calories or whatever that first round. But at some point, a banana was still 2 servings, but it was 2 points. So on one of the point systems that we were on in the beginning, a banana was 2 points. Now there's 0 points. Okay. A banana didn't become 0 calories, but in this complicated algorithm that WW has now, between the fat, the fiber, the protein, the calories, the likelihood of abusing it, whatever, it has become a 0 point food. So something that had been a 2 portion, so like it was 2 servings. A banana was 2 servings, so it went from being 2 servings to being 2 points. To being, at some point it became 1 point, and now it is a 0 point food, no matter how many we're consuming. So I'm trying to get back to the basics to see, okay, kind of what does this look like, so that I can, get a gauge on how many calories I'm consuming. I am not tracking calories. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I don't have time for that. I'm not tracking them. I'm just trying to get a general idea. Oh yeah, and 2 fruits. That's right. Yeah, Alicia's exactly right. So banana, back when we used to have to check off the boxes for protein and fruit and veggies and everything, a banana accounted for 2 of the fruits, and now it's 0. So I'm not picking on bananas at all. I'm not picking on bananas at all. But no matter how many we eat, it counts as 0 now. And I'm not saying we're eating too many bananas. Okay, read my lips right now. Not saying we are eating too many bananas. I'm just saying I need to be a little bit more aware. I need to pause and think about this and just do some, some fact checking. So here's what I'm doing this week. So the back to basics that I'm doing this week is I have selected some things that I either normally eat or at risk of eating or have been at risk of eating during the pandemic. And I'm just saying, what does 100 calories look like? So what does 100 calories look like? So I picked some pretty common things for me, or that are in my house, or that are here at work. Picked some pretty some pretty common to me things, just to see what is 100 points. So the first thing that I chose, we have apple everything at home. And and Barbara says you only eat a half on one. Yeah, I could never eat just a half of a banana. That just would irritate me. But anyway, so we have apple everything at home. Apple everything. And if you ask Alyssa, are you hungry? Yes. What do you want? An apple. She will pick an apple every single time. Every single time. No matter what else you're having, no matter what else is available, she wants an apple every single time. And to the point that when we go to the zoo, I always keep apples for her in my bag. And she was furious with me one day because we were at the zoo, and as we were walking and I was pushing the stroller, she was walking and digging in the stroller at the same time, and she goes, no, where's my apple? And I was like, oh, I forgot them. Oh, she was hot. Anyway, so apple everything we have all the time. So just as the first example, what does 100 calories look like? So a small apple, which is one that you can fit in the palm of your hand. So remember, it's not this, we've talked about serving sizes before. We have a chat for that. Probably have a couple of chats for serving sizes, but a normally sized, just a small apple that could fit in the palm of your hand is about 100 calories. So that's about 100 calories. Oh, yeah, Carol says that her peanut's like that and that she always wants fruit. And yeah, she'll pick that over everything. I know Alyssa's the same way. She always wants an apple. So a regularly sized small apple is about 100 calories. And I'm going to tell you some points values. All these points values are purple. Just because that's all I looked up because I'm still on purple right now. So small apple, 100 this is 100 calories. Okay, we always have applesauce, unsweetened applesauce at our house and here at work. 1 cup of applesauce. So that's a lot of applesauce, a cup. I would usually eat, a half of one. So I'm feeling pretty good about my choices with apples because I always eat, about this size apple when I eat one. And I eat, 1 thing of unsweetened applesauce. So this is 100 calories, about 100 calories. Both of these things of applesauce is about 100 calories. So I'm feeling pretty good about my apple choices right now. Okay, but during the pandemic, and it has carried over until now, guess what else I've been doing apple-wise? I've been drinking apple juice. And when I was pregnant with Casey, you needed to hide your milk or your apple juice, because if I came to your house, of course that's been a long time, it's been 27 years ago, but if I came to your house and you had either apple juice or milk, I was going to drink it because I was obsessed with it when I was pregnant with Casey. So not pregnant, don't worry. Yeah, a little beyond that age. But because Alyssa has spent more time with us, during the pandemic, and when we could not go anywhere, thank goodness we can go out places again now. But when she would have a glass of apple juice, Nona would also have a glass of apple juice because I love apple juice and I love apple juice over ice. So 7 ounces. So about to right here on this little glass. So let's just say this little glass, that is also about 100 calories. So this much applesauce would probably take me, 10 minutes to eat it probably. That's 100 calories. An apple this size would probably take me a good 5 or 6 minutes to eat it, and that's 100 calories. A glass of apple juice this size, and notice I didn't open it and I didn't pour it because I knew I would drink it. A glass of apple juice this size would last me about 4 big gulps, also 100 calories. So 0 points, 100 calories, 0 points, 100 calories, also just 100 calories, but 6 smart points. 6. And it would take me like 4 gulps. I'm talking less than 60 seconds to gulp this down. 6 smart points. But it's still just 100 calories, okay? 100 calories, but your body processes this differently than it does this, especially when you gulp it down really quickly as opposed to eating it or eating it. Okay, so is that making sense while I'm trying to get back to basics on this? So I'm cutting out the apple juice. So this is either going to Casey's house or I'm going to have to pre-portion it out for Alyssa or something, but I'm cutting out the apple juice. That's crazy. I cannot tell you how many 6-point glasses of apple juice that I drank while we were, quarantined. Well, we didn't ever have to quarantine, but you know what I mean? While we were not going many places. Okay, next thing. Fortunately, I do not eat these, but this one, is a big one. Grapes. So grapes, a cup of grapes, which is, oops, let me find my cup. So a cup of grapes, which is this many, which is about this many. So that's quite a few grapes. So a cup of grapes, that's, like half this container. So a cup of grapes, again, especially if they're frozen, it's going to take me a little while because grapes are something that I can eat slowly. I don't know why, but I can make, even though they're sweet and I love them, I love grapes. I can freeze them and kind of slow myself down with them. I can make myself eat them. I can make a grape last 2 bites. So I can bite and then wait a minute and then eat another bite. This is not something that I tend to just pop in my mouth and eat super quick. So that's about 100 calories. So a cup of grapes is 100 calories, is about 100 calories, and it is 0 smart points. But I know a lot of people who have been snacking on things like raisins, which is also grapes, right? So this many grapes, we'll just fill this up. We'll just make this faster and fill this up. This many grapes, this many dried grapes, this many raisins, it's got to be full to the top. So, come on, raisins. Fortunately, I don't eat these, so I am not at risk of eating these. So, about that many raisins is also 100 calories. If I ate raisins, and I don't because I think they're nasty, but anyway, if I ate raisins, that's like 2 pop, that's like, 2 handfuls into your mouth. That would be gone so fast. So this, a cup full of grapes, 100 calories, 0 smart points. This many grapes is just about 1/4 of a cup of grapes, between 1/8 and 1/4 of a cup of grapes, is 100 calories, 6 smart points. This little box of raisins is 6 smart points. Okay, first of all, they're icky. Why would you eat them? Even though I love grapes. But 6 smart points, I mean, that's like 2 handfuls. That's 2 handfuls of raisins. So if you've gotten in the habit of filling in with raisins, oh my gosh, stop. Just go get some grapes. Okay, so that was the next one. So I wasn't at risk of eating raisins anyway, but I definitely will not be eating raisins now. So these will all be going home to Alyssa and to John because they do like them. So a cup of grapes, 0 smart points and 100 calories, or that little thing of raisins, 6 smart points. Absolutely crazy. Okay, the next one is potatoes versus potato chips. I love potato chips. Love potato chips. There's no question. But I've been experimenting with slicing potatoes. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and get, is it a mandolin? Is that what it's called? So that I can slice them super thin. I bought sliced potatoes in a can for this because I was too lazy to try and slice them that thin. And remember, these are all purple. These are all purple. So, woo! About just shy of a cup. Just shy of a cup. So this is not quite a cup because it's got some space in here. So just shy of a cup of sliced potatoes is 100 calories. It's 100 calories, and on purple it is 0 smart points. If you are not on purple, do not count this as 0 smart points. But these you could pat dry. You could pat them dry, and you could air fry them. You could season them. You can make them really, really yummy. So what I've gotten in the habit of eating, though, is I've been telling myself that baked chips are just as good as potatoes. They're baked. They're baked, Kelly. You can have baked chips, and they're just as good as potatoes. So remember, this is 100 calories. So guess how many of these chips you can have for 100 calories? You can have, that's not a whole one, but 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to find whole ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 chips. That's it. 9 baked potato chips are that's 100 calories, but that's 3 smart points for 9. So if 9 baked potato chips are going to be, is going to be 100 calories, then what would that be in regular chips? In regular potato chips, it's 7. It's 7. So I could have almost a cup of potatoes for 100 calories and 0 smart points on purple, or 9 baked chips. I ain't gonna eat 9 baked chips. There's more than 9 baked chips in the little teeny tiny bags. There's more than 9 in there. So 9 baked chips is 100 calories or 3 smart points. Only 7 regular potato chips is 100 calories and 3 smart points. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get one of those mandolins so that I can slice my own potatoes and start making my own potato chips, because this is ridiculous. Not doing this. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through all of these. The next one is something that I do actually like, but I had gotten lazy with it. So I do actually really like this, but I just got lazy. So this one is, hold on, let me grab this. Kind of ran out of room. So I know, Carol goes, 7 potato chips, who eats that? I know, 7 potato chips would just make me mad. It would just make me mad. So that's why I'm saying I need to get a mandolin, and start all over again and just make these myself, because I love potato chips, but I'm not just going to eat 7. Okay, and that's 100 calories. So I'm trying to just make myself think, okay, what does 100 calories look like? So 100 calories for 7 potato chips. That's just ridiculous. Okay, so I really do like, and John says he agrees, so I really do like riced cauliflower, and I love some of the recipes for it. So I love, Lynn says she eats that many, just deciding if she wants them. Yeah, I know, me too. So I'm thinking, John, Mother's Day, I know I'm not your mom, but for Mother's Day, mandolin, we need to find one. We need to get one. Somebody needs to send me one. Somebody needs to send me a mandolin. So if you've got I don't know, or maybe maybe Noelle's Pampered Chef party, if Karen's here, do they have a mandolin in her Pampered Chef party? Anyway, okay, so I really do like riced cauliflower, and I love some of the recipes, and we have a riced cauliflower stir fry recipe on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and so I'm definitely going to do this, be more focused on this. So I've gotten lazy. Okay, this was microwavable, okay? This was microwavable. How much more trouble was it to do this than it was this? It wasn't at all, at all, okay? So this is regular rice. This is regular jasmine rice. Oh, and there is a Pampered Chef one. For a housewarming party, for my accountability buddy Karen, we are doing a Pampered Chef virtual party for her housewarming party. So maybe I'll have to look into that. But anyway, so regular rice, 1/3 cup. So 1/3 cup is going to be a little bit more than a scoop. It's going to be just a teeny tiny bit more than an ice cream scoop. So that right there is about 1/3 cup, and that's of regular rice. So this is like jasmine sticky rice, and that's about 1/3 cup. Or this riced cauliflower, and this is Earthly Choice. So this one's microwavable. Sometimes I get the frozen kind, but this is the kind that I had here, at Casey Kitchen Center of this. So, okay, so sorry, the regular rice, this is just jasmine sticky rice, microwavable. 1/3 cup is 100 points and 3 smart points. The riced cauliflower, you can have, actually, let me drag back out my cup again. So of the riced cauliflower, you can have, and remember, we're supposed to call it riced cauliflower because the Rice Growers of America or whatever had a meltdown because everybody was calling it cauliflower rice, and it's not rice. Okay. So here's riced cauliflower. There's 1 cup. Oh, and I gotta hurry because I want to show you the last one real quick. And here is, if I could get it out. Okay. So right at 2 cups. So you can have right at 2 cups. So look how enormous this is on the plate. So you can either have 1/3 cup. You can have 1/3 cup of regular rice. So it's this little tiny bit right here. You can have 1/3 cup of regular rice for 100 calories and 3 smart points, or you can have 2 full cups of riced cauliflower for also 100 calories, but 0 smart points well, actually, it would be on all of them. Okay, real quick, I want to show you a couple of snacky things. So, because I have been snacking a lot, and we talked about that last week. So, snacking. One thing that I love and I love to snack on is peanuts. And I've been through an entire container of this. It's time for Alicia's dinner. Night. So I've been through an entire container of peanuts in like, during the pandemic. I went through an entire container in like, I don't know, a couple of weeks or something. Okay, so this one's staying here. This one's not coming home. Peanuts. You can have 1/8 of a cup, which is this little teeny tiny one. So you can have, it's not even this many. So you can have 1/8 of a cup of peanuts. Man, I got that right on the money. So 1/8 of a cup of peanuts is 100 calories. Look, that's not even, look how tiny that is. That's 100 calories, and that's 3 smart points. So I'm going to put it right here in this little bowl. This is for dramatic effect, okay? So there's a little tiny thing of peanuts, and hang with me. I got 5 more minutes, everybody. Barbara's phone's going to die. Okay, Barbara, you'll just have to come back and watch it. So that's 1/8 of a cup of peanuts, or I have discovered these very yummy snack puffs. So these happen to be, and they're all pretty similar. Yeah, John says not cauliflower steak because it's not steak. He's right, that's totally different. So yeah, cauliflower steak is not real steak. Okay, or you can have 20 of these puffs, and Trader Joe's has them. This happens to be the pop chips kind, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get about 20 of these. 14. Approximately 20 of these is 100 calories. So I get one more. So approximately 20 of these is about 100 calories and about 3 smart points. Okay. Or, y'all knew I was going to say, y'all knew. You knew I was going to say this. Some kind of skinny popcorn. So, Skinny Pop, this happens to be the Skinny Girl. This is from Orville Redenbacher. It's Skinny Girl, and this is it's a really good microwavable popcorn. The Skinny Pop is my favorite if you're gonna put it in that little box, if you're gonna buy it pre-bag. But some kind of lighter popcorn like this, you can have for the same amount of calories. So for 100 for 100 calories and 3 smart points, you can have, I'm going to get this all in here, 4 cups. Okay? 4 cups. So I can either have, you can't even see the other stuff on here. So for 100 calories, I can either have this little teeny tiny thing of peanuts that you can't even see anymore because it's been engrossed with the popcorn. I can have 1/8 of a cup of peanuts, or I can have 20 some kind of puffs. And I'm not going to get rid of the puffs. I'm not going to stop eating the puffs, but I'm just going to keep in mind that if I'm actually hungry, if I'm doing this as a treat, I could do 20. I could probably do 20. That's 100 calories and 3 smart points, or 4 cups of popcorn. Look at that. That's huge. So 4 cups of popcorn, also 100 calories and only 3 smart points. And if you air pop it, it's probably even less than that. Okay, so thank you everybody for being here. I hope that made some sense. I hope, so it's helping me to get back to my basics. I hope it made sense to some of you all, and that you're thinking, wow, I need to stop. I need to stop and look at what I'm eating and see, measure it, see how you're doing. Don't let the creep, starting again, we do have another chat about the creep, but, just kind of go back and just kind of recheck yourself. So I hope everybody had a great time. I did. And this made a lot of sense. A whole lot of sense to me. So I'm hoping it made as much sense to you, but I hope you have a great evening. If you were watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and let that next video roll over. I really would appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit this subscribe button down here and make sure you check the little bell so that you know when the next video is comes up. Keep chatting because I love it when you all chat. And if you want to order any of our cool merch, you can go to Spreadshirt, and that link is right over here. But for those of you who had never met Dusty before, let me see if I can get him up because he was snoring. I'm shocked he didn't get up when I put out the popcorn, because now see, look at him now. He's like, popcorn, and he can't have it. So when Alyssa's over and she eats popcorn, we really have to watch her because he is not allowed to have it. But here is Dusty for everybody who had not met him. And if you had already met him, this is still Dusty. Okay, so tell everybody good night. Say good night, everybody. Okay, y'all have a great week. I'm going to get cleaned up and head home, and my mind is racing about all of these things that I knew, and I knew that I knew, but I really need to go back and know again. So y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Thank you again. Good night.